and put the chaos over here and keep yourself on track with something. Meditation is great, and I can tell when I need to get myself back to center. There is a peace down the center of me because my life was threatened on Christmas Eve, and I haven't talked much about this, but it was. And I have a few situations that went on in my life that turned into a web of chaos, and all I could do was stay calm, because if I reacted, I would have put myself in a very unhealthy state. It was so overwhelming, and because it was overlapped with other trauma that I was dealing with in an abusive relationship that I had to walk away from, these types of things, okay, when they overlap each other, it can be tempting to go, okay, that's it, my whole life is falling apart, and join in, because guess what? If it's not a typical situation and it's one of those narcissistic situations, which I think unfortunately are more common than we realize, and you're then left alone because you're going through some of the hardest moments of your life and you don't have any support, don't be tempted to make sense of this chaos. This is craziness. And they're going to be the ones to call you crazy, especially if you're trying to stay calm. Because why? Because they're so used to you being reactive. And what's really crazy is when my life was threatened, instead of reacting, like normally I would have been like, WTF, what do you mean, right? I caught myself because I actually sensed that it was a very real situation and I was dealing with people who were out of control. And when you're dealing with people who are out of control and desperate and angry, they do out of control things, they do desperate things, and they do angry things. You've got to get yourself to safety. Don't try to make sense of the chaos. And the old me would have sat there and tried to make sense of the chaos and tried to make peace with everybody. I would have said sorry while nobody else said sorry, or I would have said sorry first and everybody else would have said sorry. I don't like to apologize for things that I didn't do, which is why I used to try to not apologize sometimes. And then I found myself over apologizing for things that I didn't do. And it's just like this crazy merry-go-round of crap. You got to get out of it. Don't get involved. Remove yourself from the situation, no matter who it is, no matter what it is. Don't make excuses. I made way too many excuses my entire life, especially the last, I'd say 8 years of my life. I made a lot of excuses for a lot of bad people. And you know what? Everybody has the ability to change themselves. Narcissists, on the other hand, probably won't. Okay, so because of the way, you can look it up, I'm not going to sit here and go down science road with you. You can look it up, why narcissists are incapable of truly